Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. It's almost Saturday already because the day went so damn long today. Holy shit. Um, Hello from Las Vegas. I've checked in. I have my din. Everything is going not according to plan, but it's Vegas, baby. Nothing ever goes to plan, right? So I heard some news came out today. Funny thing happened on the way to Las Vegas. Just a crazy day in the business. I mean, it always seems to be that way whenever we're getting ready to do our thing, and we close shop for the night. Shit goes down. JJ, hello, welcome. Glad you're here. Thank you. JJ, but I told him privately, but I will tell everybody here and now. Today's dads. You obviously didn't see that. As the great Gene Snitsky once said, it wasn't my fault. The show was uploaded on Wednesday, fully edited, ready to go. And for reasons unknown to me, YouTube rejected it outright. And I didn't get the notification in my email until I had woken up this morning. I don't know why, but I didn't. And I thought, okay, there must be something that one of us said in my edit that didn't go through the censors, if you will. So I literally spent almost the entire trip up here re-editing, and in the process of doing that, iMovie crashed 6 different times. It froze, it cut out, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if it was. I know you don't need an internet signal to run iMovie; you need to do the uploading, obviously. But for whatever reason, it wasn't working. So I highly encourage all of you, after you watch Renegade's review next week of The Muppets Take Manhattan, as well as the replay right here on the Jump Feature Network at 7 o'clock Eastern. I don't know when Jay is going to have it up, but he will have a very special extended, episode of Dads. Today was supposed to be the Songs to Tell a Story, which was a wonderful show. It was our third take of doing it, but it turned out really well. It just, for whatever reason, didn't go through here. But JJ not only has the commentary that he and I provided on that show, but also the actual videos, if we have them, and if not, at least the songs that we talk about. So I highly encourage you guys to watch that show. He's not monetized right now, but he does need to get there. This show won't get him there because of all the songs he's using, obviously, but eyes are a beautiful thing. Eyes on the product are always good. So I encourage you to check out JJ's show next Friday when he posts the extended edition of Dads. I love doing the episode. It was a lot of fun. I look forward to Dads returning in 2 weeks from now, September 3rd, with the worst champions in history. And as we talk about on that show, JJ and I do bring up Mr. McMahon and Mr. Russo, but they're not part of our overall list. So stay tuned for that. JJ with the update on the Dads. It's 4+ hours with the final edit on his end. May have to be in 2 parts with my list and then his list, which I almost did that, Jay, but I honestly just wanted to get the show uploaded and in the can, so I didn't have to worry about it this weekend. And sure as shit, I worried about it double. That's just the way life works. So be looking for that in a week from JJ. Thank you, sir, for your continued work. And if I don't get to say it on the air between now and then, happy birthday on Sunday. I wish you well. Unfortunately, with the travel the way it went today, I did not get the opportunity to record the nephew's message to you. I will attempt to do that as far as get him to send me something. He's 13, so we'll see. But hopefully we will get something for you by the end of tomorrow, by dinner tomorrow. All right. So the elephant that's been in the room for a month, let's not kid ourselves. We've all known for a long time. He even said it in his in the media call after the show tonight. It was the worst kept secret in professional wrestling. CM Punk is indeed back. He is with All Elite Wrestling. He is All Elite himself. He's with AEW. Very excited for that. I know people have heard me criticize CM Punk many times in the last 7 years, but I've also recanted that quite frequently and often because of the respect he showed to my father and the commentary he and my dad had about the NHL. So I'm happy Punk's in All Elite Wrestling. I'm happy he's back in the business. And apparently he even said in his promo that August 2005 he left professional wrestling, and now he's back. A little bit of a slight there if you're a WWE fan, because he's implying, of course, that WWE is not professional wrestling, which they claim themselves. They're sports entertainment. They're sports entertainment. So anyway, Psycho Jet Black, good evening, sir. I don't remember where you reside in the world, but God bless you. I appreciate you staying up late with me. Much appreciated. So yeah, Punk's back in wrestling. Very, very excited about that. I was told boisterously by my friend Kat to watch SmackDown before I go out to the stadium tomorrow. I did catch the highlights. I did see Roman make his very emphatic statement on John. We'll see how that plays out. I did see the return of the Broodbath, which was really cool to hear the Gangrel music and the whole thing. Just so incredible that, take care. And the Freaks come out at night. I'm whatever edge we get tomorrow, I'm all in on it for sure. Psycho Jet Black with the $1 super chat. Thank you, sir. He says already a better debut than Bret Hart in WCW. Yeah, definitely. I mean, he opened the show, and the crowd was rabid. They were chanting his name. They're in his hometown. I was literally just there 2 weeks ago, and I got to go by the United Center and just kind of. I didn't get to go in, unfortunately, because I was on the move, but it was very cool to be part of that area and be in the area and just experience Chicago. Chicago is a city all to itself, and I really can't say enough how much I encourage all of you to get out to Chicago at least once in your life. It's a great city. If you're a wrestling fan, you will love it. If you're a sports fan, you will love it. So just can't wait. And as far as Bret, it's been discussed ad nauseum, Psycho Jet Black, over the last 25 years almost now. Bret's entire WWE run was bungled by everybody involved. And yes, he did. Punk did indeed get that Hagstrand pop, as Mick Foley discussed many times in his books. Very, very happy for CM Punk. Caleb over on Facebook says, Roman looks like an idiot about his comment about Punk not living up to Cena or The Rock. Did The Rock or Cena ever receive that kind of pop? JJ was part of a pop that Dwayne got back in 2011 when he was announced as the host of WrestleMania. That was a major pop in a smaller venue. The Arrowhead Pond, Honest and River Call is a smaller venue than the United Center, and they blew the roof off that place. And John's pop when he returned to the Royal Rumble in 2008, the Garden, was unbefreaking-believable. So yes, both of them had received that kind of pop. But you have to remember something, Caleb. Punk has been away for 7.5 years. And Punk, people have been screaming his name to the rooftops for most of that 7 years. Either in pride of being a fan of his, or deriding him and just going away and wanting him to stay away. And Daniel, apparently they had ice cream bars. Punk delivered on the ice cream bars after the show in Chicago. If you go to NoDQ.com, there's a video of the CM Punk ice cream bars being handed out to the crowd in Chicago. So I don't know about an AEW ice cream bar being in the stores or being in the ice cream trucks, but those of you in Chicago, keep those wrappers, man. That's keepsake. It's very cool. And I heard, once again, Aaron will attest to it if he sees us tomorrow, CM Punk once again crashed a website. He didn't crash NoDQ this time. He actually crashed Pro Wrestling Tees. The entire t-shirt store, not just AEW's side, but the entire website went down. So congratulations to CM Punk once again for crashing a server, making his mark in the industry. And it's really loud. I always forget Fremont is loud. And let me just tell you what I'm talking about here. Let me see if I can do this without giving you guys a freaking Blair Witch headache or whatever. There we go. Okay. Excuse me, Daniel. Let me take that off there. Just so you guys can see where I am here. You see that? There we go. Whoop, there it is. There's Vegas, baby. Fremont's right outside the street, man. We're having a good time. I'm loving it. Anyway, so CM Punk is back in wrestling. It's going to be very interesting tonight and tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow is SummerSlam out in Allegiant Stadium down the street. Very, very cool moment. I agree, Jay. There was talk he wasn't going to use Cult Personality, and he did, and I'm ecstatic. I'm all about it. He that is, I mean, that's his song. That's his vibe. That's his jam, if you will. So it's very cool that he is back and using that song. I'm glad that he didn't get over in the WWE using a WWE licensed song, so he can take that wherever he goes. Very, very cool. Very happy for Mr. Punk. So let me get rid of that. There we go. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I forgot how obnoxious Google Maps can be when you're trying to find an alternate or a quick route or whatever. But we ended up taking the 138 out to the 15, and I forgot that damn loop-de-coaster shit. So my stomach was like, I had McDonald's before we got on the road, so that was a mistake. That was terrible. But I actually had a great dinner. I had a beautiful plate of chicken parm. We were going to get prime rib over Tony Romo's, and the wait was an hour and a half at 10 o'clock. I ate until 11:30. I mean, I'm late up with you guys late enough as it is. Eating 11:30 would have been bullshit. I would have been pissed. So let's see. Can I see the famous Hell's Kitchen from here? I don't know exactly where Hell's Kitchen is in relation to where I sit right now. I know you can see it if you're on Fremont. I just don't remember exactly where it is from the hotel here. Psycho Jet Black says, still want Hangman Page to win the AW title first, but won't be surprised if Punk challenges Omega first. Also, can you sing Elvis Viva Las Vegas? No, I can't sing any damn thing. I suck at singing. You guys have watched me over the years. You guys know I suck. I do, however, every time we cross into Vegas proper and we start hitting the strip, I definitely play that song in the car as we're heading up the drive there. As far as Hangman Page, I think it's Adam's destiny to win the AEW championship. I mean, somebody's got to beat Kenny. And I know people, it should be Punk. It's like, no, it shouldn't be Punk. Punk just came back. Just like I don't think John should win tomorrow, but he might. I'd be okay with that, obviously, being a fan. I like that Punk flat out called out Darby Allin. Love it. Love the connection with the tease that Darby laid last week. I think what we're gonna see the Christian Cage versus Kenny Omega match it all out in Chicago, and then I think Page will finally be all right. It's my time. Here we go, and they'll head to the next show from there. I hope that's the case. Caleb, this being the first time in over 7 years Punk has spoken in a ring on Wrestling Mike, what are your thoughts on his promo, and do you think he blasted Baby too much? I haven't seen the whole promo. I have to be fair and say that right off the top. I do know he made the statement of, I left wrestling in 2005. I came back in 2021. So that's a dig, right? Because he felt he was not in wrestling when he was in WWE, which, it depends who you ask, I suppose. From what I read, the recaps and everything, it doesn't look like he went too bitter or, torched that bridge as he left it. But he's made it very clear over the years that he does not want to work for WWE. Even when he returned to that show backstage and he went out and talked to Renee the next week and said flat out, I haven't talked to anybody in WWE. I don't work for WWE. I work for Fox. Went on from there. So, and he said in the media thing after that, he's not just some random signing. He had to be wined and dined. He's not just going to show up and, do whatever. He's been talking to Tony for over a year, apparently. So I like that. I like that he made it known that he wants to work, but he also wants to know that his being there is going to make a difference. Right? So I'm glad he's there. Let's see. Daniel says CM Punk will be building up wins before he can win. He can challenge the WWE Championship, but by that time, Mid will be AW champion for CM Punk to face. I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, Daniel. I'm sorry. I usually translate you guys pretty well if you have typos, but I'm so friggin' tired right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go ahead and run an ad real quick while we clean up and figure out what you're trying to say there, because I do want to get the plugs in that maybe here it comes down. MJF. Yeah, maybe. MJF. That'd be cool if MJF was champion. I would like that. I really would. Let's see what I want to run. Let's go ahead and do Yeah, let's do this one. Be right back.
Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Oh, won't you please take me home? Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Whoa, we shall ride.
And of course, you can see Two Members of Paradise Kitty, Genocide, and Rachel Ryan coming up on this channel on Thursday night, September 16th, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific. They'll be plugging their show at the Viper Room the next night, which you just saw the trailer for, on the 17th. And of course, joining yours truly, as well as many other stars and talents on the Jericho Cruise coming up in October. So be looking for the kitties. Psychojet Black says, should Ric Flair join the NWA as general manager or manager for Nick Aldis? Ooh, yeah. They did announce, I forgot to talk about that today. Ric Flair is going to be at the NWA anniversary. I can't. Okay, I'm getting a little misty. I apologize because I really feel strong about this. I'm so happy that Ric Flair is with the NWA. He belongs with the NWA. He is the NWA championship as far as like he's the greatest NWA World Champion of all time. So I'm glad that's a thing. As far as his role in the company, I don't know about a general manager because unless they're going to move away from having Billy be the authority figure you never see, which is how it's going right now. Managing Nick would be interesting. I wouldn't mind that so much, but I see the whole for me, and this is just from personal experience. A manager generally is assigned to somebody that doesn't necessarily have the verbal down. They can wrestle like nobody's business, but their promos are weak. Nick Aldis' promos are not weak. That guy can talk people into a house as the world's champion. So, as a manager for Nick, no. Maybe manager somebody else or except GM. We'll see. JJ, welcome back, my friend. Caleb says, can you defend the writing of Cena winning the title or Roman retaining? I can defend anything, really. Roman retaining would obviously be the. I mean, you need your champion to be dominant. Roman needs to retain to be a strong champion, but he needs to do it without Jimmy, without Jay, without Paul, without anybody but him getting the job done. I said that, and I stand by it. As far as John winning, I'm not going to necessarily defend that. It would be a really cool moment for me as a fan and as a acquaintance to see John get number 17. My hope at this point is to not have the same type of experience leaving SummerSlam as I did 7 years ago when John was just throttled beyond belief. Another horrible night. And then the car, I didn't really remember this because I blocked out so much that night, but apparently the car broke down on the way home. Aaron's wife at the time, her new car broke down. So the whole night was just an effing train wreck. It was awful. So just awful. Can't say enough how bad it was. And I hope tomorrow's not the case. I mean, I'll have my dad with me this time, so I'm a little bit more okay with the car I'm taking because it's a brand new 2020 Charger, so I'm okay with that. Daniel, I have a strange feeling about the match between Edge and Seth Rollins, which will lead to the man, Becky Lynch, to return to the mixed tag between Edge and Beth and Seth and Becky. I don't think that Beth is looking to get back into it like that. Just my observation. If you believe the reports that have been on NoDQ.com last 24 hours, it looks like Sasha's been pulled as Bianca's challenger. That's not been confirmed nor stated by anybody that really knows, right? You got the freaking dirt sheets or whatever. I do agree with that assessment I saw. I forget which reporter said it, so I'm sorry for not giving you credit, dude. But it was said that it's time to break that glass in a case of emergency and bring Becky back to TV and challenge Bianca, which I'd be okay with that because that'll get a Road Warrior pop tomorrow too. I have a feeling. Brian, I'll get to your question in just a second. Psycho J Black says because CM Punk's debut was leaked, Bryan Danielson should be an absolute surprise. Brian's been rumored for a while though, Psycho, with coming to AEW. So I wouldn't be surprised if he showed up. Be very happy and ecstatic for him as a long time, again, another acquaintance of mine for many, many years. Be really cool for him to get some work and to really be able to showcase how dragon-like he can be, right? Ryan R. says, would be cool to meet you tomorrow at the stadium. I am encouraging everybody to meet up with me. I'm going to be there. I don't know what time we're going to get there yet because I do have to I got to get some content besides shit like this. I do want to go take a few video shots and some stills over at the Little White Chapel, over at Caesars, over at the Orleans, the site where the Aladdin used to be, which is now, of course, Penn Hollywood. I'll be there tomorrow anyway, on Aaron's show, hopefully. I'm down to meet up with whoever wants to meet up. If you want to send me a private message, either on my work Facebook over at Jeff Meacham Network on Facebook, or if you have a more direct way to contact me, cool. I'll let you know privately where I'm sitting. That way I don't have to be all putting on blast and shit. But I want to see everybody. Good Mike work. Greg's going to be there tomorrow. I don't think Salcedo is working tomorrow. I'd love to meet her for the first time. A lot of people I know and a lot of friends that aren't into wrestling live up here. I mean, like I said, I'm going to see my best friend tomorrow. Was going to try to see Rob and Katie today, but we didn't get up here till like 9 o'clock. So that didn't work. Brian should debut at All Out. JJ said Brian should debut at All Out. I would have to agree with that. I would. Definitely would be the way to go. Clock here. 21 after. All right, we're going to go till 11:30, give or take. Just because I want to go do something. I'm sitting in the friggin' room all night. It's cold in here anyway. So tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to be making the rounds, doing the different recordings for the different venues that have been in wrestling order. That'll be for Monday's Talk Wrestling, which you saw in the trailer before we started tonight. Just kind of play it by ear type deal. We'll see how that goes tomorrow, but definitely be at SummerSlam, definitely be at Legion Stadium, and then we're leaving Sunday. I'm gonna try to be on Aaron's recap, but shit happens up here all the time, so we'll see. I do want to be part of something briefly tomorrow, however I get it out there. Daniel says Brian should show up after the main event of All Out. Yeah, I'd be okay with that, or at least not directly interfere with the Cage Omega match. Let that go to complete to the finish. I like was discussed earlier. Hangman Page is still the guy for me. He still should be the next champion. So it was just I want Brian there, but I also want things to play out right for Hangman Page. So I'm kind of in the middle there. Let's see. Psycho J Buck says, what if WWE's backup plan? What is the backup plan if The Rock is unavailable to face Roman at WrestleMania? Good question. I don't know where they stand on that because they're putting all their eggs in the basket when it comes to Dwayne, and there's not ever a guarantee he's available because I don't care how big a story it is or how much he'll come home in a heartbeat. Movie money is everything, man. He's making freaking serious bank right now, so I wouldn't count on that being a backup in place. Brian R. WWS, I'll get to your question in a second, Caleb. Brian R. says, WWS do something big tomorrow. Let's see if they can top AEW. Highly doubt, but you never know. I said that earlier in the week, that they're going to have to do something major tomorrow because it was almost a guarantee that Punk was going to be in Chicago tonight at Rampage. It was almost a certainty. Like I said, worst kept secret in the business. So they've got to do something to make the crowd go, holy shit, you're served, Tony. For real. Let's see. This one says, Caleb, have you ever seen a crowd sing a superstar like Jericho was last week? One of the coolest things I've ever seen. I've not seen in wrestling like that. No, I've talked about this a few times over the years. When I saw Garth Brooks in 1997, and he's talked about that many shows he's done over the years, the many shows he's done over the years. One of the biggest thrills for him is when the crowd sings the song back to him. He gets such a vibe out of that. He's so happy that, and you can see in Chris's face how touched he was that the crowd made sure he had his entrance. And I thought I got a little fulfilled. I'm not gonna lie, that was very, very cool. I'm looking forward to doing that in October on the Jericho Cruise. That's like one of my top 3 things I'm looking forward to the most, is be able to sing along with Judas as Chris makes his way to the ring. I'm just all jazzed about that. Daniel says, I see. Whoa, there goes the camera. Sorry, guys. I see Brian mentoring Henry Page. Yeah, I can see that happening. It wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. Like I said, I'm glad Punk's back involved. I hope he's ready to go shape-wise. I know he was pretty beat up when he left WWE. That's why he left WWE in the first place, because he was so sick. So hopefully that's the case. I did not see that. But I mean, I know it's Justin Roberts, so wouldn't surprise me if you did. Psycho, I'll get to your question just 1 second. Thank you. JJ says, do you think Punk will be on the cruise now that he's in the company? Wouldn't that be the best? CM Punk on the cruise? I mean, he'll be one of the few people that won't be drinking in the open bar like I will. He'll be a good little boy compared to some of us, but that'd be great if he was on the cruise. I'm not gonna lie. If they do tape an episode of Dynamite or Rampage or whatever, that'd be great to see him on the cruise. And my dad will be with me, so I'll be able to thank Punk for talking to my dad and having the respect for my dad that he did at the NHL All-Star stuff a few years ago. So I hope he is, for that reason alone, to be honest with you. I am. I guess you have been on my shows your last few days. I will be on the Jericho Cruise. Yes, we booked the cabin report card after my girl. Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Dumb shit. After my friends here in Paradise Kitty were announced for the cruise, that kind of put we were talking about it, my dad and I, and talking, and then when they announced that the Kitties were going to be on the cruise, it was okay. It was, we're going. There's no question about it. So yes, I will be on the Jericho Cruise, the entire cruise, October 21st through the 25th. Psycho J Black says, what is Adam Cole's future after TakeOver? My personal belief is that he will sit out his whatever. I don't know if he's completely clear after Sunday. I don't know if it's a 30 or a 90 or none. I don't know. I don't have enough knowledge of the situation to say. But if he's freeing, whatever his situation is, I definitely see him going to AEW, and not just because Britt's there, but because he has a lot of guys he can work that would be a tremendous set of matches for him to have fresh takes on. That's pretty awesome about the cruise. Jeff, I appreciate that report card. Thank you. Hey, why did CM Punk start off with Darby? Darby kind of alluded to Best in the World last week on, I want to say it was Dynamite. Maybe it was Rampage. I don't know. But they planted that seed last week, if you watched the show last week. So that's why they did that. Caleb says, how would I book Roman to lose the title? Or who? I think he's trying to say who would he lose the title to, but he said how. So we'll just go ahead and I'm not really into the whole fantasy booking thing necessarily, but I honestly would have him lose tomorrow. And I know that's going to sound really stupid because, John isn't here. It throws everybody for a loop, completely off kilter. It throws everybody off their balance, and it makes people go, "Oh shit, now what?" That's why that's exactly why I would do it. So that's why. All right, kids, it is that time. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for the night. Oh, but I mean, what do you think of? Oh, what I think of it, I'm fine with it. I'm totally okay with it. Yes, I definitely see Becky coming tomorrow, especially with the whole Sasha thing. My roommate says it's because they're both on straight edge. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I forgot to argue straight edge. Anyway, thank you all very much. Much appreciated. We'll see you tomorrow after SummerSlam, one way or the other, either here or on Aaron's channel simulcasting. Thanks, guys. Have a great night, and I'm glad you got me too. Much appreciated, Porkard. Thank you very much. Have a great night, my friend. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the Jeff Meacham Network. Maybe. You can hear the music outside. Very loud. There we go.